Lindsay Groves is the Vice President for Program Development and Evaluation at Right to Play.
Good afternoon, Chairman Holgren and Chairman McGovern, members of the Commission. Thank you for coordinating this important hearing and for inviting Right to Play to share our experience driving forward an innovative approach to child rights and education, an approach focused on play-based learning. Right to Play is the largest global development organization focused exclusively using the power of play to transform the lives of children and youth affected by war, poverty, and disease. We train teachers and community coaches to harness the power of play to promote learning and development for children and youth, both inside and outside of the classroom. We are in the midst of a learning crisis, and if current trends continue, only 1 in 3 children will learn the basic primary level skills by 2030. We need new models and innovative solutions to cope with this learning crisis. At Right to Play, we believe that a focus on play-based learning is one innovative solution that is both effective and scalable in ensuring holistic child development and promoting education for all. Play, as enshrined in Article 31 of the UNCRC, is a powerful tool for promoting learning for children and youth and is a major contributor to the development and enhancement of critical life skills that allow children and youth to thrive throughout their lives. We do this through our experiential approach to learning using a method we call Reflect, Connect, Apply. After a play session, children reflect on their experience, connect their learning to a real-life situation, and apply this knowledge to everyday experiences going forward. In this way, children benefit from the inherent qualities of play, from the key learning of the play session, as well as build critical life skills like self-awareness, self-reflection, communication through their experience of play. We have also supported children to establish and lead child rights clubs and national youth parliaments. For example, in Mali, our youth regional parliaments have mobilized the community to address barriers related to education, such as early marriage, corporal punishment, and child labor. The efforts of one child protection club in particular led to the first arrest of a child trafficker in Mali. According to reports by USAID, Sport and Play supports children, and particularly vulnerable children, such as refugees and internally displaced children, to relieve stress, restore a sense of normalcy, and heal emotional wounds. At Right to Play, we commissioned a research study of our programming in Lebanon with Syrian refugee children to better understand the link between play and psychosocial support. More than 1 million refugees were officially registered in Lebanon by the end of 2016, with children and youth representing half of that population. Beyond the traumatic experience of war itself, the strain the refugee influx has on Lebanese society filters down to these refugee children who suffer additional effects of bullying, social isolation, poverty, and a sense of hopelessness. The research study found that the effects were more traumatic in Lebanon than actually the experience of the war itself in Syria. Play can mitigate some of these effects, helping children to reclaim an understanding of the world in which hope and joy are at the center. Underpinning the use of play in these contexts is the idea that when children encounter stress or trauma, their thoughts can change their feelings, which influences their actions. Play can reduce the effects of trauma because when a child is focused on play, these positive actions impact their feelings, which helps transform their thoughts. The United States government, therefore, has an opportunity to better respond to the needs and rights of vulnerable children through a focus on the use of play in 3 very important ways. First, increase funding for children's rights and education through official development assistance for direct aid to basic education, by investing in multilateral partnerships and by funding innovative civil society organizations. Since 2002, the share of education in total over official development assistance globally has fallen from 13 to 10%. And as the largest provider of ODA for basic education, the United States must show continued leadership by increasing ODA targeted for education, especially for fragile and low-income recipient countries. The United States should also continue to show leadership in the Global Partnership for Education, striving to meet its GPE targets in this year of replenishment. Secondly, and most importantly, create opportunities to have children and youth voice be part of decision-making, including children from fragile and conflict-affected countries. For example, create spaces for young people to share their experiences here at Congress, engage youth perspectives in the Congress structure. In this way, children's agency and participation are at the heart of any policy decisions being made about them. Finally, ratify and uphold the Convention on the Rights of the Child, showing global commitment to realizing the rights of children, including the right to education as well as the right to play. The United States can also support shifts for organizations in other countries, especially those receiving ODA, to operate from a child rights-based approach. This would also have significant benefit for children around the world. We all know children and youth are our future, and it's vitally important that we do everything in our power to ensure that their rights are protected and upheld. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lindsay.